Hi, this is Quinn, and welcome to QuinTech, and thank you for coming back for another episode of QuinTech Retro. And in this video, it is the NeoGeo Pocket Color Part 2. So that's a mouthful. That's a lot of stuff to say. So the NeoGeo Pocket, the original NeoGeo Pocket was in black and white, and I guess it kind of rivaled the Game Boy. And then they, about a year later, came out with the NeoGeo Pocket Color, which kind of rivaled the Game Boy Color. So this is the NeoGeo Pocket Color, and it's not backlit. You can't see it on the you can't see it just by looking at it. You have to have some backlighting to see it when you're playing the game. Like a light has to shine on it to reflect, and so you can see the screen. So that's kind of annoying, but that's how it worked back then. That's how it worked in the 90s. They didn't have light up screens. Well, I mean, there were a couple of systems. There was the Game Gear that did it, but the Game Gear, you had like 6 AA batteries in it, and it would only have like 3 or 4 hours of battery life, and then you'd have to replace the batteries. So I can understand why they did the other way where you have to have some backlighting, because you could have more game life and your battery life would last a lot longer. So anyway, this one only has 2 AA batteries in it, and I think it could last like a week or maybe more. Just you had to have some external light to actually see when you were playing it, to see what you were doing. But hey, that's what it was back then. They've come out with some like newer screen replacements for like older systems recently, and yeah, that's great. But back then, you had to, you just had to work with what it came with. So, um, I couldn't see the screen unless I had some backlighting, like some other light somewhere else to where it could reflect to see what I was doing. And it worked just fine for me back then. I used to play it when I worked in a movie theater in the box office, and there was like a fluorescent light above me, and I even asked my manager, is it okay if I play this in here during? Obviously, I didn't do it when everyone was coming during the film hours when everyone was coming to buy tickets, but in between, I was just sitting in there, and he was like, "Yeah, that's cool, it's fine." So there was this, I guess, fluorescent light above me, and I used my system, and I'd have to angle it just right so that the light would bounce off it, and then I could see it. So I played this a lot back during those days when I worked at the Manor. It was the Manor Theater, which, if you're out there in the world, you won't know what this is, but I made this joke back then, and a few locals thought it was funny. I said it was the most prestigious minimum wage job in the city, working at the Manor Theater, because the Manor played all these independent films that everyone wanted to see, and a certain segment of people kind of considered that pretentious. I like those movies. I like those movies. It was cool to work there, but I was just like, I worked at the box office. I was like the low wage worker. I made minimum wage, which back then and still today, 15, almost 20 years later, the minimum wage is still $7.25. So they paid minimum wage, and so I call it the most prestigious minimum wage job in town, because they had the fancy movies that the fancy people wanted to see, and it was in a fancy part of town where rents were high and you owned some fancy house, and I was right there next to you, and I'm making $7.25 an hour selling you your ticket. So whatever, think about it. Anyway, so in this video I'm playing Gals Fighters, which I remember playing. I used to play this in the fancy box office around the fancy neighborhood that surrounded us. But it was owned by some large corporation. It was run by some large corporation. But my manager was really cool. He gave me a little bit. His name was Brad. He gave me a leeway. He gave me a lot of leeway. He could have been a hard ass, and he wasn't, and I respect him for that. So, anyway, thank you for coming along on my latest video. This is the NeoGeo Pocket Color Volume 2, covering Gals Fighters, a cartridge I actually own, and I could go on to play a bunch of these games with stuff I don't even own. I'm playing it with the emulator. So thank you for coming along, and I appreciate you, and you have a good night, and take care. Alright. Hi. So this is Quinn, and welcome back to Quintech. And this is my video number 2, exploring my NeoGeo Pocket Color little handheld device. This is a game that I actually own on the NeoGeo Pocket, and I'm recording it via emulation on my computer, because you can't really see the screen I showed in my last video. You can't really see the screen, but this emulation, the audio, it's a little weird. If you listen to it, kind of stretch it gets faster than slower, kind of like a stretching of the noise. I don't know what causes that, it's weird. But with the music you can hear it. I don't know about with the gameplay, but also I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller, and it wouldn't let me really set up the controls. It automatically sets them. I have to use the left analog stick instead of I would prefer to use the D-pad with this, and then the square, I believe, is the A. The square is the A, the X is the B, and circle is the start / reset button, whatever that is. So I don't have a lot of options to set up how I want to play this, but I know I figured out which buttons are what, so I can still play it. So here we go. Let's press A. Press the A button. So this is called Gals Fighters. It takes all the cute SNK female fighters and puts it into one game. I guess they call it Q.O.F. I guess it stands for Queen of Fighters instead of King of Fighters. And I can't select 2-player versus, I guess I would have to have the serial cable with 2 NeoGeo Pockets connected to each other through the serial cable to select that. I can select item. Maybe I don't have any items yet. I don't know. And then game option. Let's see what that is. So starts with level 3. Match time 60 seconds. Speed 2. Number of rounds 3. Button A is punch, button B is kick. And we can listen to our little music. Wait, I wasn't even trying to change anything. That's why I don't like using this analog stick. I just moved. I thought I was just going down and it changed everything. This was at 3. That was at... Speed 2. Round... I think I was at 3 originally. I just pushed down on the analog stick and it's changing all this crap. Anyway. Let's see. 3, 30 seconds. Speed 2, rounds 3. Button A to kick, B to punch. And our BGMs. Let's see what these BGMs are. This is basically like a CD player for the game sounds. So whatever. Let's play Q.O.F mode. Queen of Fighters mode. Here we go. And oh my Shiranui. Oh, she's a sexy thing. Look at her. Her tatas bounce. And have done since her the first time you've ever seen her. She had bouncing tatas. Athena is gonna be my, Oh good, I'm not gray. I'm the red, I'm the pink. But... And I have 30 seconds. I guess I did the 30-second round. But I'm obviously gonna win because I'm kicking the heck out of Athena. And I did the KO with 9 seconds left. So. And this is the 3 round, which means you have to win 2 matches. If you win 2 matches, then the round is over. Really? You... KO! That worked off a lot of stress. So, my Shiranui. That was me, and I won. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. And this is called Gal Spiders. All the characters are female, except for one, who I believe is a transgender. And this is this came out in 1999, so... Like, maybe the Japanese were a little bit more ahead of their time with their sensitivity with gender roles back then, but they had Iori, I believe it's Iori, who was kind of a drag queen slash transgender, who was born as a guy but felt like he was a girl, and he is included in this game, which is called Gals Fighters. All the gals from SNK. So good for them. They were like ahead of their time, at least according to American standards. But and here, wait, Shermie. No, I think that actually is a female character. It's gonna be a close one. Damn. Ooh, Shermie almost got me. I was lucky to win that one. I have to win a second round because it's 3 rounds. And this control is like really loose because I have to use the analog controller. So I sort of feel like I'm not actually controlling the character correctly. It's kind of annoying, but hey, it is what it is. It's better than not being able to play it at all. You know, on the original little handheld, it was micro switched little kind of joystick, so it was much easier to control, but this is what I have, and it is what it is. I'm gonna use it, and hey, at least I'm winning, so better than losing. A lot of my gameplay, I'm the worst player in the world, and I get my butt kicked, but I'm doing pretty good on this one, so let's see what happens next. Uh-oh, I desire your combat. Well, you're about to get it, little punk. She hasn't, well, she's barely touched me. It looked like she hadn't even touched me once, but I guess she did get a couple hits off. And at least I'm pink instead of gray. The last time my test run, I loaded up with a gray color. And there's a 30-second time limit, so if she has lower, if I have more life than her, once the time runs out, then I win anyway, so. It's not a KO, but I'm still the winner. And I think that's what I was talking about with my Samurai Showdown 3 on the PlayStation. It allowed me to do the 99%. Allowed me to do the unlimited time using the Game Shark. So that's like with this, where even if I don't knock her down to the knockout all her power, if the time runs out, if I have more power than she does, then I by default win. So I always thought that was kind of cheap. I prefer to like have the battle to the end, but that's how these games worked back in the day. Well, it is what it is. Here we go. What's with the crazy duds? They're toots. Oh, you gonna call me toots? Okay, toots. You're about to get some. Akari. Not Atari, Akari. I'm gonna keep... I'm gonna keep... I don't remember having a, in previous games, I don't remember having a parachute drop. You saw that, right? When she does, like, jumping up above the person and dropping, it's like, it looks like a little parachute. It's kinda cool. Did you see that? I just did it again. Maybe it's her fan expands into the size of a parachute. I don't know. Oh, you're gonna take it. And the sound, as you can hear, the sound, it kind of goes from fast to slow. Maybe it's this emulator, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the emulator, or maybe it's the game. I don't think it does that in the actual game. I'd have to play it to check, but... And that's not that hard to do, but I can't show it on camera, so... That worked off a lot of stress. I bet it did. Girl, I'll work off a lot of stress. Oh, I got a ribbon. I got an item. A ribbon. So I guess a hair ribbon gives me some kind of upgrade or something. I don't know. Take it. Leona. Leona, you are not going to beat me, because I am my Shiranui. And I have the big bouncing bazoombas. So, I can never hit anybody with that one, though. When I do the big explosion thing, I can never hit the... I can never hit my competitor, which is kind of annoying, but... The winner is... Mia! Shiranui! Here we go. You ready? You want some? I'm gonna use my parachute to drop down on your face. Here we go. You're so toast. You're so toast. And I may be playing in like a kind of easy mode or kind of lesser cheat mode, but at least I am pulling off a couple of moves here. Time over. So time ran out. I didn't beat her butt, but time ran out and she had less life than I did, so she died anyway. Japan's finest. No, maybe the world's finest. You'll get a Q.O.F bop. A Q.O.F Kyo. A Q.O.F bop. Oh, you're gonna give me a Q.O.F bop? I'll bop you. She bop. He bop and we bop. I bop, you bop, and they bop. Oh, she bop. You wanna bop me? You're good bopped. You're about to get bopped. Trust me. But you are actually, you are getting me good. You are bopping me good. So I better finish your butt off. It is getting close. Oh, it's close. It was so close. She's a good challenger, though. She says you're gonna bop me, and she wasn't kidding. Well, she's about to get bopped. You wanna bop? I'll frickin' bop you. Take this. It's a nice punch. Good job. Nice try. Oh, damn! You might actually get me on... Oh. So we go to round 3. Nice job. I'm proud of you, Yuri. I was a little worried that she was gonna get me, but I won by the time running out. Nuts! I got all sweaty. Ooh. All right, gals fighters. Uh-oh, Whip. Maya's gonna take on Whip. Maybe Whip will whip me. Maybe Whip will whip my... I can't even hit her. What is this crap? Whip wants to whip my butt. Huh? But she hasn't yet. I think I finally hit someone with my explosive. And you hear the music is like slowing down. I don't know if that's because of the I don't know if that's because of the emulator or that would happen on the actual device. I don't know. But it's still fun. The game is still fun. The sound is a little weird. Oh, you're about to get some, you little twerp. You wanna win this? You really better try, Whip. I'm gonna whip you. You're getting a whipping. You're getting a whipping. You just got a whipping. Whip. How dare you? That worked off a lot of stress. Ain't that right? She got a whipping. Miss X, and I think this was Iori, the transgender character that I was telling you about early. But they call her Miss X. You've done well. To get the talisman, you must first beat me. What are you doing? What's with this silly get-up? What is... You are no girl. Are you that desperate? No. I am Miss X. Trust me. At any rate, it's fight time. That's fine with me. Oh, she even did like a rhyme. Good for her. Oh, really? You think you're gonna beat me, you little punk? How dare you even think you're gonna beat me? You're gonna take... I'm gonna kick your butt, you little trick. This little trick, Miss X, thinks she's gonna beat me. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, damn! Oh, so close. Whew. That was close, though. He kind of came from behind. Or she came from behind and almost got me at the very end there. really? You think so? Oh, no, I don't think so. You're gonna take it. I'd have had you anyway. You had a chance. Nuts! I got all sweaty. Yes, now Andy is mine! Oh yeah, Ma and Andy, they dated. And he was a little, I'm not sure if I want to be with you, I like you. So now Andy is hers. Okay, give me that talisman. Why are you here? Nice timing. Let's talk about our marriage. Marriage? I've been thinking, we can't get married. But I have the talisman. Why can't we be married? I've been hiding this. I'm really a woman. Andy, that's what Andy is telling her. No! Aw, poor Mai. She thought she found a real man with Andy. I think he's bullshitting though. I think he really is a man. I think he just said that to get out of marrying her. This game's, it's got it funny. Thank God it was a dream. Oh, it was a dream. Like some Dallas. Okay. So that's the end. That's my first win. I actually won the game. I played in kind of an easy mode, so... But... I actually won the game. I'm actually proud of myself. I'm giving myself a pat on the back. I'm proud of myself. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and this has been my latest video of Quintek Retro, and this is the NeoGeo Pocket Color. This is a game I actually own on cartridge. I was playing it using emulation because you can't really see it on the screen on the actual handheld device, so it's a pain in the butt. So I played it on emulation, and I don't know if that's why this music is kind of weird. It like slows down and speeds up. I don't know. I don't know why. That could happen on the actual cartridge itself, but hey, thanks for coming along. And for Queen of Fighters, they call it Gals Fighters, was what the game was called. But they start out the game with Q.O.F, Queen of Fighters. So, thanks for coming along, and I appreciate you. And come on back to my next video. And I hope you enjoyed this one. And give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and do whatever you want if you didn't, and give me a click that bell icon if you want to be alerted every time I release a new video, and make a comment if you want me to get back to you. And I can't promise I'm going to answer every comment, but if you make a good one, I will get back to you. Alright. Well, again, thank you, and take care. You have a good night.